Most people believe retirement planning is something you only start when you already have tens of thousands of dollars sitting in the bank. That belief is one of the most expensive mistakes a person can make. The truth is simpler and far more powerful. You can start real retirement planning with only $100, even if you are in your 40s or 50s and feel completely behind. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, not in theory, not with complicated strategies that only work if you are already rich. I'm going to walk you through the practical, step-by-step process that actually works for beginners in 2026. Let's start with the uncomfortable reality. Every year that your money sits in a regular savings account, inflation is quietly taking a cut. At 3% inflation, $100 loses $3 of purchasing power every single year. Over 10 years, that safe money has lost nearly a third of its value. Over 20 years, the damage is even worse. Meanwhile, the people who started investing early, even with small amounts, watched their money grow. The gap between those two groups doesn't come from genius stock picking. It comes from time and consistency. Most Americans are behind on retirement. The median retirement savings for people in their 40s and 50s is far lower than what experts recommend. Many people in their 50s have less than $50,000 saved. Some have almost nothing. If that describes you, you are not alone. But staying stuck because you think it's too late or too little only makes the problem worse. The biggest myth in retirement planning is that you need a large lump sum to begin. You don't. What you need is a system that turns small, regular contributions into serious money over time. That system is simpler than most financial influencers make it sound. Here is how to start retirement planning with only $100. Step 1. Open the right type of account. You need a brokerage account that allows fractional shares. This is non-negotiable in 226. Traditional investing used to require buying whole shares. A single share of a good company or fund could cost $300 or $400. Fractional shares changed everything. Today you can buy $1, $10, or $100 of almost any investment. The best places for beginners right now are Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and Vanguard. All three offer zero-commission trading, no account minimums for most accounts, and excellent fractional share support. Robinhood also works, though I prefer the first three for long-term retirement money because of their research tools and customer service. Open the account today. It takes about 15 minutes. You will need your social security number, a government ID, and a bank account to link. Choose a taxable brokerage account if you want maximum flexibility, or a Roth IRA if you qualify and want tax-free growth for retirement. For most beginners, starting with small amounts, a Roth IRA is powerful because every dollar of growth can come out tax-free later. But even a regular brokerage account is fine if you want the ability to access the money before age 59 and a half without penalties. Step 2. Put the $100 into a broad stock market index fund. Do not try to pick individual stocks when you're just starting. The data is clear. The vast majority of professional fund managers fail to beat a simple index fund over long periods. You don't need to be smarter than the market. You need to own the market. The two simplest and most effective options for beginners are VTI Vanguard. Total Stock Market ETF owns essentially the entire US stock market. VO Vanguard. SP50 Kinzu ETF owns the 500 largest US companies. Both are extremely low cost. The expense ratios are tiny, often under 0.040%. That means almost all of the market's return stays in your pocket instead of going to fund managers. With $100, you can buy a meaningful amount of either fund through fractional shares. That single purchase instantly gives you ownership in hundreds or thousands of American companies. You are diversified from day one. Step 3. Understand the real math of compounding. This is where most people underestimate the power of starting small. Let's say you invest $100 one time and never add another dollar. At an average annual return of 8%, a reasonable long-term expectation for the US stock market after inflation adjustment is considered, that $100 becomes roughly $215 in 10 years and about $466 in 20 years. Now let's make it more realistic. Suppose you start with $100 and then add just $100 every month. After 10 years at 8% average return, you would have approximately $18,000. After 20 years, you would have roughly $59,000. After 20 years, you would have roughly $59,000. After 20 years, you would have around $150,000. These numbers are not guarantees. Markets go up and down. Some decades are better than others. But the historical record of the US stock market over long periods has been remarkably consistent in its upward direction. The people who capture that growth are the ones who stay invested and keep adding money regularly. Notice something important. The person who starts at age 30 with small amounts will usually end up with more money at retirement than the person who waits until age 45 and then tries to catch up with large contributions. Time is the most powerful variable in the equation. That is why starting with $100 today is better than waiting for $1,000 next year. What most people get wrong. There are 3 common mistakes that destroy retirement planning for beginners. The first is waiting for the perfect moment. People wait for the market to drop. Wait until they understand every detail. Wait until they get a raise. Wait until they pay off every debt. While they wait, time is disappearing. The perfect moment is the day you decide to begin. The second mistake is trying to get rich quickly. They buy hot stocks they saw on social media, chase meme investments, or try to time the market. Almost all of them lose money or underperform a simple index fund. Retirement planning is not about excitement, it is about consistency. The third mistake is treating retirement money like spending money. They invest, the market drops 10%, they panic and sell, then the market recovers and they have locked in a permanent loss. The investors who build real wealth are the ones who keep buying during the drops. When prices fall, your next $100 buys more shares. That is how long-term compounding actually works. Addressing the biggest objections, what if the market crashes right after I invest? It might. Markets have crashed many times in history, 2008, 2020, 2020, 2022. Every single time, the people who kept investing through the crash came out ahead years later. Selling during a crash turns a temporary decline into a permanent loss. Staying invested turns the decline into an opportunity. Email ready in my 40s or 50s. Is it too late? It is later than ideal, but it is not too late. Starting at 50 is still dramatically better than starting at 60. Every year you invest is a year the money can compound. Even if you only have 15 or 20 years until traditional retirement age, consistent investing can still create meaningful results, especially if you combine it with working a few extra years or reducing expenses. $100 is too small to matter. This is the most dangerous belief. Every large portfolio began with a first deposit. The difference between people who build wealth and people who don't is rarely the size of the first deposit. It is whether they made the first deposit at all. I don't know enough about investing. You don't need to know much. Buying a total stock market index fund requires almost zero specialized knowledge. You are not trying to beat the market. You are simply participating in the long-term growth of the American economy. That is a strategy that has worked for decades and requires very little ongoing decision-making. Your action plan for today. Here is exactly what you should do in the next 60 minutes. Choose Fidelity, Schwab, or Vanguard and open a brokerage account or Roth IRA. Link your bank account. Transfer $100, buy VTI or VOE. With that $100, set a calendar reminder to add more money on the same day every month, even if it's only $50 or $100. That is the entire system for a beginner. Everything else is secondary. If you do only these 5 steps, you will already be ahead of the majority of people who are still waiting for the perfect conditions. Retirement planning is not about perfection. It is about starting and continuing. The people who end up with comfortable retirements are rarely the ones who made the most money. They are the ones who started early enough, stayed consistent, and refused to quit when the market got scary. You can join that group starting today with only $100. Next week, we're going to talk about the 5 retirement planning mistakes that quietly keep people poor even when they earn good salaries. Most of them have nothing to do with how much you make and everything to do with the habits that drain wealth every single month. If this helped you see that you don't need a fortune to begin, hit subscribe. There are more practical systems coming that directly affect your money and your future.